We will be exploring the magnificent Gwalior Fort in this video. And before we begin, here's a short glimpse of all the beautiful structures that you'd see in this video. As a tourist, there are two main entrances to the Gwalior Fort. One is vehicular and the other pedestrian. Now we came by car, so we took the vehicular entrance to the west of the fort, that is through the Urvahi gateway, and we came across the stunning Siddhanchal Jain temple caves that you saw in the previous episode of the Madhya Pradesh travel series. And after witnessing the brilliance of ancient Indian rock cut architecture, we made our way to the parking lot at the top of the fort. But there's another entrance to the northeast of the fort, one that is used by pedestrians and forms the more dramatic entrance to the fort because it gives a view of the Singh Palace or Mandir Palace, the main palace of the Gwalior Fort. So we climbed back down and took that entrance too, just to give you a view. And once we were back to the top of the fort, we explored the first of its many palaces, the Singh Palace. It was built by Maharaja Man Singh in the 15th century and formed a part of the Tomar dynasty. It has huge turrets, beautiful architecture and a plethora of brilliantly decorated rooms, complete with intricate stone carvings and decorative colored tiles. These tiles have mostly disappeared because of age, but you can still find glimpses of turquoise, green and yellow tiles at many places throughout the Singh Palace. So enjoy this short B-roll of our explorations through the bright and dark chambers of the Singh Palace. And that was the Singh Palace, which is often regarded as the face of the glorious Gwalior Fort. I loved it and I think Asta loved it as well.
Yeah, it was marvelous. I really loved it.
Chalo, now we'll quickly visit some other mahals like Karn Mahal, Vikram Mahal and Jahangir Mahal, and then make our way to the Sas-Bahu Temple on the other side of the fort. Apart from the Singh Palace, there are several other mahals built by the various kings that came before or after him. And that's how these mahals have gotten their current names, based on the king who got them built. Most of the structures have said to have been built during the 15th and 16th centuries CE. And even though a lot of them offer just a fraction of their former glory, they look magnificent. कभी कभी सोचता हूँ कि कितना औसम होता अगर हम इन सारे फोर्ट्स को इनकी फुल ग्लोरी में देख पाते। उस युग में जब तोमर्स राज किया करते थे यहाँ, काफी अमेजिंग होता वो दृश्य। बट अभी के लिए यू गाइस एंजॉय दिस दृश्य ऑफ वेरियस महल्स ऑफ ग्वालियर फोर्ट। And now on a long walk towards the Sas-Bahu Temple. To give you an idea, this is the extent of the Gwalior Fort and these are the places that we've already visited. And these are the heritage temples that we are about to visit. So let's fast forward the walk and lead straight to the Sas-Bahu Temple. Like all the major forts constructed by Hindu kings, the Gwalior Fort too has some amazing temples. And two of them are the Sas-Bahu temples of Gwalior Fort. Like many other twin temples throughout the country, these two have been locally named as Sas-Bahu temples, signifying their being together and being interdependent. Visiting these temples, I was simply spellbound. Even though they had been damaged over years of invasions and natural erosion, these 11th century temples were still magnificent. The sheer size of the temples, its intricate engravings, the stonework, and the plethora of brilliant sculptures definitely makes them a place worth visiting. The largest Sas temple was the most ornate structure in the entire Gwalior Fort, and in my opinion one of the crowning jewels of the fort. And both of these 11th century temples, said to have been built by King Mahipala, were dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu. So we finished exploring and capturing this beautiful stone temple. And अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो, then do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. By the way, यहाँ से view भी काफी amazing है. Anyways, let's hike to Teli Ka Mandir and show you another beautiful structure from this historic fort. Sas-Bahu temples and Teli Ka Mandir दोनों ही बाकी palaces से थोड़े दूर हैं, so you can easily find cheap e-rickshaws to take you to them. I found Teli Ka Mandir to be one of the most fascinating structures, and it is probably one of the oldest surviving structures in the fort as well, as the original temple is said to have been built during the 8th or 9th century CE. There are many theories about its unique architecture, which is very different than other forms of temple architecture in India. But nevertheless, this historic temple is worth visiting, even if you've had a tiring day after visiting all the other structures of the Gwalior Fort. It is huge, beautiful from the outside, and has a mysterious feeling on the inside as well. Visit it and maybe you'll see what I was talking about. Anyways, these temples were just the starting point. Throughout our Madhya Pradesh trip, we were yet to visit a lot more beautiful temples. The tallest temple of India, the temple that is said to have inspired the construction of the Indian Parliament building, the ruins of 200 temples in Bateshwar, the temple which was built like a fortress, the temple with paintings depicting the mutiny, etc. There is just so much to see and explore, so don't forget to click the subscribe button. And you can watch one of these videos next. Namaste and have a good day.